morning, everybody. And it's nice to be with you all on a weekend and spending time with the education series, what we do in a Right Horizons. I'm Rachna Rego. I'm a director of Right Horizons. But of course, if you think I'm a financial office person, I'm not. And that's where I'm doing this today, a retirement corpus creation, because I believe and I have done. So my one of the learnings and my best way of thinking is first I apply myself and then I teach. So it's like a walk the talk. It's easier to have a confidence because you have done yourself, and that's where you can think of that I am in a retired life and enjoying life. So let's have the steps what we can do it. Even though retirement corpus creation is being a part of lot many people, I have been getting lot many calls on how to do retirement and how much corpus do I require. And that sometimes because of so much of pressure, people says if I have enough, I'll quit today and tomorrow. So of course, these questions keeps coming. I will keep asking you these questions and tell from my own views. Everybody is right in their own perspective. So you don't think that if it is not matching yours, it's not right. Everybody is right. That's what I have always believed it in. Nobody is wrong. But only thing is it going in a right direction or not? You may need somebody to validate. That's it. So today topic is how to create a retirement corpus and how to make sure that we are making a nice retirement planning. So this question keeps coming to me. What is a retirement plan actually? Why somebody will call that I am retired? Like I am telling you now that I'm retired. So if anybody can share your views, what you mean by retirement? What is a definition? This, as I told you, there is no right and wrong definition. So I'll be happy if anybody can use the chat box or you please unmute yourself and say that what is retirement in your mind? What do you mean by that? Financial relaxed life, that's nice, and I also agree with that. Retirement is not that what we used to think our parents will retire at 58 and then they will not have to work anyone and they will get the pension and all the stuff. But the concept remain the same, but age is not the same. Retirement is something where you like to do what you want to do, but you don't have a pressure of financial monthly continuity things of money coming to you, but it is on your lifestyle. For example, I'll tell about us. Me and Anil Rego is a Right Horizon CEO and founder, and Good Bad Ugly, he is my husband also. So I know him quite long because we both are the classmates from the Josephs, and he has been planning, and this was his first why Right Horizons is actually born. And that was the only reason Right Horizons came into this existence, because he wants people to guide and achieve their goals. And he did first himself. He was the person who planned that I wanted to work out of the corporate life at age of 35. And I still remember he made his all the plan that I will have to have this much of corpus, and even if I don't earn, my family lifestyle should not impact. And I still remember because we both used to go, and there was no pension plan or monthly income plans after the age of 35. There was only 45 and 55 onwards. And we were very surprised. And then we started doing, and I still remember we both did a pension plan in 2001. And both of us, when we finished 45 2 years back, we started getting a monthly pension. And it's a very good enough to say that we both have the good alternative income. Even if I work or not work, our lifestyle will work. And that's where he started with. And because of a good planning and early planning, I can say he was able to make sure that he had a corpus 5 years earlier, and he achieves his goals 5 years earlier. So even though I see him working maybe 18 hours, but he called himself as a retired person because he's doing what he likes to do. So this is what is a retirement is all about. Retirement is you are heart and soul, you are doing what you like to do, and you don't have to worry about the money what you required on a monthly basis. And that's where I'm going to talk about it. There is nothing rocket science. There is nothing I can say that people says, no, it is impossible. But only thing is how we drive ourselves. What is need and what is must. How you make sure that we have a habit of a continuous discipline and we continue give a priority over that. So what we always see in a thing is we always say, okay, I'm going to get retired. How difficult it is, how we will manage the house, how we will have the salary coming across. So these are the few facts which is really surprising to me also. But yes, these are. Can I ask everybody to mute, please? Piyush, can you mute? Only 12% of Indian force are covered under different pension scheme, and you will surprised to know our pension scheme doesn't take care of our own daily needs. Okay, and it's very very surprising. So I'll give you a simple example. Normally in India, at least, we have PF and PPF kind of it, where we do the pension system, and 12% normally goes to the PF, and EPS, which is employee pension scheme, which is 3.87 goes, and that amount is too small, which will come after 55. I was just doing for one other customer, and he says, no, Rachna, it will come 4,800. And I said, what? 4,800 after doing this? He's saying, yeah, because PF is being the higher part, which you get it as a lump sum. Pension, we get it a very smaller part. So not only that, I always feel that pensions, if you noticed it, we all were not so privileged like our parents. My parents as an ex-army person, and they get a hefty, I can say, the pension. But after 2009, if I'm not wrong, the banks, even the government, everybody stopped the pension. Not only in India, everywhere people have stopped because it's very difficult to manage. It can be Australia, it can be, I can say, UK and US. They do have 401, they have everything. Of course, 401 is managed fund. You can have equity also in that. But they says they will give you the lump sum money and you take care how you wanted to drive the pension over it. So what is the main thing we have to realize it? Even now, pension there or not there, how we have to make sure, because I was talking to my son, 13 years old, and he was telling why most of the old people stays with their family. So I was telling him because in the one generation above, they have always thought of the kids will take care of them. And I personally feel our age, that this generation of ours, we have very clear in our mind that we wanted to take our own thing. We don't want our kids to get burdened. And that is the one mindset I have changed. I have seen. It can be me or my friends and all the customer I have seen. Most of us wanted to be independent. It's not that they don't want to stay with the kids or kids will not take care. Of course, they're privileged, they may take care. But we have seen the kids have been going for higher education out. They may be settling outside, and we may not want to settle. Maybe any reason, I have no idea, but I'm trying to say we are very clear that we wanted to make sure that we are independent till date. And 7 out of 10 expect the children to support, and which is very, very difficult sometimes when I see people, when I go to the old age or sometimes, they have been doing so great and their kids are NRIs, they are been having the best of all the gadgets. When I go for webinars, even for the old age home sometimes, and they say, Rachna, I just want somebody to speak with me. And you will surprise that after some time, the money doesn't speak. And that's the one thing I've been telling so many people. It's not because I'm in this field, but I always says, and first question I ask everybody, whoever is coming to me for retirement planning is, that is very nice you are coming for retirement planning, but please make sure and let me know what you are going to do after you get retired from your corporate life, because the questions are different. When I speak with the people on US, UK or Australia, they always say, Rachna, yeah, I wanted to work till 70 or 75. These kind of answers I get. But when I get it all the investors and the friends, family, people from Bangalore, most of them are, I know Bangalore's, but I'm saying from anywhere, the question comes, it's like that, okay? Tell me how much money is required if I wanted a 60,000 per month or 1 lakh per month. If I have that tomorrow only, I will get retired. So I wanted to tell everybody it's nice that you have a comfort of a finance to take care till your longevity. We normally take 85, but I will explain you what are the ways you should see the longevity. But yes, what you're going to do at 40 or 45. Average people are asking now retirement at 50, which is different than what has happened last 1 month before, when government is trying to extend the age of a retirement. Okay, so because the reason is we have to make our mind occupied. It's not the only money, but mind has to be occupied when we are trying to do with the retirement part of it. So I just put it across thing. Actually, I put a poll, but I have already shown, so I will not show the thing. Surprised to know that, yeah, if you can do it, but most of the people must have seen, but if you can enter, it will be great. Is that 40 to 60 is the highest. Around 20 people percent has voted. If I can request you all, till 50% we will wait and then do it. Yeah, so last 5 seconds, Piyush, you can publish it. So highest is around 40 to 60, which is 46% people says that they think that is a priority, but that's not the right answer. Actually, I was sorry, I have shown it is 18%. This survey has done by the Aviva. And the reason I'm saying it 18 is because I go to so many corporates where I do a training even in their induction time or when I do it on a regular time. And when I ask them, why don't you do for retirement planning? And people laugh at me, you won't believe it. People laugh. They said, what, madam, you're talking about? I'm not at all old and all. I'm not at all even coming to the 1 or 2 years of my earning. Why I should bother about retirement plan? And that's a very common thing I have noticed. Anybody I have asked before 35 about the retirement planning, they said that is not my priority. And the things reverse again, okay? I was doing a financial planning for a person who is 36 last week, and he knows me well as a friend and all. And he called me, of course, he is a good friend, and normally I keep, I can say, joking with the people. And he says, Rachna, I should scold you very high. I said, what happened and all? You knowing me so well, why you didn't hit me and tell me to plan my retirement and do the savings? And I said, why? Even if I must have told you before, you must have not done anyway, because you know me, I've been doing this, but you never did it. He says, because I lost 10 golden years. Very surprising, you will find it. Most of the people who have come after 35, this is a time for us where we really felt people have come on a serious note that they wanted to invest. For us, is a 30 to 35 is a serious note, people do it. And 35 onwards, they start thinking of a retirement. But every person whom I have met in a FP for last, I can say 1 or 2 months, everybody, even previously also they must have told, but I'm saying the recent all FP must have told me, why you didn't tell us before, or why I become so late. So I always says, there's nothing wrong in the late. We can start anytime, but start. That's very, very important. Most of us, we always forget it that we are actually doing the part on the I can say delay in our mind, and we prolong it. Most of us, we do that. So I'll just do a small video. Please let me know if you are able to hear it.
We plan and save for all our goals. But what about retirement? 92.6% of working population in India is not covered under any formal pension system. Earning age is reduced due to increasing focus on higher education and desire to retire early. Life expectancy is increasing, and so as medical expenses. This makes the retirement planning the most crucial financial goal. Combination of SIP and SWP of mutual funds can help you to create your makes the retirement planning the most crucial financial goal. Combination of SIP and SWP of mutual funds can help you to create your own retirement plan. Let's see how. If you start investing rupees 5,000 monthly at the age of 25 through an SIP in equity mutual fund, your retirement corpus would be rupees 1.5 4 crores. You can switch it to debt mutual fund and start an SWP. With expected return of 6% CAGR, your monthly withdrawal through SWP would be rupees 77,024. When you want to stop receiving it, you can also withdraw the entire corpus. Key to create your own pension-like monthly cash flow is to start early. If you delay your investment by even 1 year, your retirement corpus would be 1.36 crore and monthly withdrawal amount through SWP will reduce to rupees 68,486 monthly. To receive fixed monthly cash flow after retirement, start planning for your retirement with the help of SIP and SWP now.
So this is what I was just trying to say. Investing regularly and starting early makes a lot of difference. So this is what we were just trying to show, the same thing what we have done it in video, that if somebody started at the age of 25 and 35, you see the SIPs, the values are coming the same, but the retirement amount is going into the very different ways at all. One is total investments is retirement is 5.7 and one is 4.3. So that's the difference. We have to realize it. Key starting early makes lot more difference. So I'll go a little faster where why retirement planning, especially in India, is required because lack of social security, as I told you, pension and won't be sufficient. Most of that, this is the another good thing I have. Yeah, Prakash, tell me.
Yeah, did you mention that the withdrawal rate is at 6% of
yes,
the
SWP?
Okay, and is that something that do we see that is something that will last for a few decades with the current market conditions? Because that depends on the market conditions very deeply, right?
Yeah. So I will just take that real rate of returns. If the inflation goes down and your 6% goes down, your returns also goes down. So it is a correlated between the inflation and your returns. I will take that part of it, Prakash.
Okay.
So lack of social security, pension and gratuity. So this is another example I wanted to give you. Recently, I met, I think so a month back, one of the person of my friend, he was in Info with me. By the way, I worked in Info and Wipros for around 15 years. And now last 12 years, I'm in Right Horizons. So he was with me in Infosys and he says, my dad has come back from abroad, Rachna, why don't you speak with him? And he wanted retirement planning and he was around 72 years old, if I'm not wrong. And I went and spoke with him and he just asked me, because he just treated me like the friend and said, Rachna, I wanted only 60,000 a month. And the best two things I learned from him was, I was asking him that what is a longevity, uncle, you want? Because longevity means a person, you think about your maternal or auntie or whoever is in your relatives, who died the oldest. So he says, I think so my mother and their auntie has been died at 96 and all, you should take till 100. And I was fully zapped and I was telling, my God, I have first time hearing somebody is telling me to take the cash flow till 100, because most of us, at least we try till 85. And I said, that's nice. I love the optimism and I love it because he was fit and fine and he was doing great. Then he says me, Rachna, I just need 60,000 and 69,000 into 12 and 12 into 28 years. That much I should do it. And if I have money, I should enough. So sometimes I'm just trying to say the point number 2, where we go wrong is we don't add the inflation. Most of the time, if I need 60,000 now, after 10 years, 60,000 is not equivalent to 60,000. It is much, much more, which I will, when I'm doing a calculation, you will realize it, because I have taken another life story of, again, 1.5 months back, I have spoken with that person. Sadly, that person has lost the husband at age of 42. Okay, and she's not working, and I have to do it from 42 to 85 years. So it's a very long period of cash flow I have to make, and that's where I'm going to speak about it. Why you think about inflation? Sometimes I always believe that we forget the other part of it, which is more important than inflation, is lifestyle. Most of us don't remember that we spend much more than what a 6% inflation we are taking about. Our lifestyle thinking has gone so high. So a simple example, sometimes I tell my son also that you just go and order one pizza, which is around 500 to 800 bucks. You don't realize somebody's full day's salary or maybe a week's salary is 800 bucks. Because the thing has been gone beyond. I don't remember that I first time gone and eaten food in restaurant, maybe it's in a degree. Because for us, for my mom will make all this food what we like it on our festival and our birthdays and other things. We never go out. But nowadays, even though in these times where people are being not going out, but if you see the Dunzo, the Swiggy and Zomato, I was just going through the data, they have been doing multiple times because people have been getting outside food. And outside food is itself is a very high lifestyle index. So we have to start looking across. There's nothing wrong in getting, by the way. If you have money, it's good to have. If you don't spend how the economy works, that's also my belief is. But how much we should do, that's a very, very important part of it. It should not impact your goals. I always says there is good to spend, not to have much that you will not able to sleep in night, but you should able to give to others, do social cause, feel happy, make other people happy, but not on your cost. Make that a tap on it. So the making things, what is making us a little more savings is because the interest rates are going down. Our lifespan was increased because the medical science has gone so high. Previously, if you've seen in that video, on an average, actually it is 67 as per India. But if you see a higher middle class, on an average is staying above 80, 85. Joint family is not there. Now we are nuclear family. Before it was able to manage those things. We were simple living, and now another lifestyle change I will tell you, even though it's not linked here, trend is changing. Before I used to always tell when I'm doing in FP means financial planning, vacation is like a need, it's not must. Okay. So I will just say vacation we should have when we are having money to take care of your all kids' education, retirement and others. If it is left over, then we will go for a good vacation. And you will surprised to know nowadays vacation priority has gone much higher than the kids and retirement. I said, why? The reason is this is Rachna, when we are old, we don't know we will be able to walk that much, we should be able to trek or whatever, and which is a very valid point. So nowadays, our lifestyle has also changed. A lot of people have started going to experience. That itself is a bigger investment for them, and they have started going into, I am talking about abroad, 15 days, 1 month vacations. So what is required when we do a financial planning? Of course, the most important part is a family. There is no doubt about it. They always says, I'm sure all must have heard and read it or whatever. People normally don't die most of the time because of XYZ and all. The loneliness is the biggest part of it. Okay. Because that eats the people's in a mind so much. And I keep telling to my daughter most of the time when I remembered any time when Jayalalitha died, I don't know how many crores she was having, and neither I wanted to know. But I always tell her that when I'm dying, I want at least people around me. What is the big deal over having 30, 50 crores and all this of thousands crores, and nobody knows she was alive or dead or 21 days where she was. So sometimes it's a very, very important part that our loved ones are with us. And if they are there, your most of the battle is won always. The next part is finance and the freedom. Finance gives the freedom of a thought. And that's very important because I met another person and she came and asked me 2 days back itself, Rachna, can I take a 2 crore of term cover? And I said, why you need 2 crore suddenly term cover? So she said, no, one of our known people have died, and because they have the term cover, so they were able to take care of the family. And I say that's good, but why we should do a term cover or not term cover, we depends on different things. How is your asset values and how much you have in a debt or not debt. It's an income level, expense level, there are different things. But the best part of a freedom of thought is when you are a debt free and you know that in your mind you are financially free. You can take any decision. You will never feel that, okay, if I die tomorrow, what will happen? I know that my finances and everybody will be taken care of. That gives the value of a freedom. And that takes away your fear of your death and the fear of anything. The fear takes out your body, mind, and everything. Positivity comes to you. And that's where it talks about the success on retirement. We have to start looking retirement into 5 different ways, simple and systematic. That's the one thing I always say is, I don't know, maybe I have been doing investment from 2000 or 98. I have never stopped. I never go back and check that. But I have been doing investment as an SIP without fail. The market fall and goes up and all. I always tell to others also, and most of my customers believe, we have to think about, is it my goal has come? No. If goal has not come, why I should bother that market has gone up and down? We can think only what is in our hand. My hand is only to invest. My hand is not going to tell about the market is going up or down, correct? So why worry? So it is so many data points, so many things has proven that when you do a disciplined long-term investment, you are never on loss and you will have a good returns. The returns doesn't go good. So somebody called me last 10 days back or 15 days back. Rachna, whenever I have done the investment in mutual fund or a stock, I was always on loss. And I said, yes, I have heard this so many times. And especially now, recently, it has come so high because people were so free at home and they said, Rachna, I started doing trading. And one person called me, Rachna, please speak to my dad. He has lost 1.5 CR and he's not listening. And that fellow was around 68 years old. And I said, okay, I'll speak with your dad. He said, only because he listened to you, nobody else. And I was asking him, uncle, what happened exactly? So he says, no, Rachna, my all friends and all started saying that they got 2x and 3x and 4x. So I started also with them. And I personally, I also don't know FNO and all, but he was explaining me because I know it's in a premium and a margin and highest risk. He explained me that he put all his 25 lakhs, what he got from PF, PPF money into the FNO. And because of that, he lost some around 1 CR. And he doesn't know what to do. So he got it taken loan by his friends and family and telling them not to tell my sons. Coincidentally, that loan money also gone for the loss. Then he went and he got a heart attack. When he got a heart attack, God grace, he saved. Then his son asked, what is the reason? Then he told this, and of course, son has cleared the loans and other things. And then he came to me and I asked him, uncle, most of the time I'm telling everybody, it's not because I am saying you, it's very lucrative. I remembered once I was gone into US in 94, I think so. And I was in a Detroit and I was working for GM that time from Wipro. And Detroit and Canada is just like a half an hour driveway. And the building of the Canadian visa is the same as the GM Tower. So first thing I landed, they told, okay, why don't we go into have a Canada visa, multiple visa? I said, okay. And whenever you want, we can like how you all are. So we also used to just drive across and we'll say, okay, we'll go to the Canada. And Canada casinos are very well known. So I said, okay, let us try. So I called my dad from there and I says, they all are asking me to go for the casino. I should go or not? And it's the first time. I don't know all of you have remembered or not. In 90s when we used to go first time US and all, no, we used to say, okay, we will save money. I still remember to get one music system and getting a good digital cordless phone and all those things we will think of saving and bringing across. So I was telling my dad I should do or not. And my dad says, why you're worried? You gone now, you experience something and come. But he told me one thing which I never forget till date. He said, whenever you are taking a risk, give a cap to it. And the time you touch the cap, you are out. And on that day, he told me, you will take $100 and you play the casino wherever, whatever amount and how long you want. The time you lost your $100, you are out. And I did that. Until date, I have never gone to casino and nothing I've done. I always go. I remembered when I have gone once, I said, okay, I'll keep my $100 as a cap. Similarly, for all of you, when you are, there's nothing wrong in playing in a market. It's okay because it's a good time pass. Nobody can do anything when you're in a working from home and have time. Make sure that you have a cap. I have taken a 10 lakhs, for example, traded 10 lakhs, fair enough. 10 become 20, 20 become 5, 5 become 0, out. That is the thing you have to make sure yourself that it is not impacting your lifestyle. This is what I'm just trying to say. You have to calculate the risk and yourself make sure it's being taken care of. So what are the framework? We will just try to see how much money I need, what is the risk I can take, what is the time and the longevity I require. Very important part, I have already spoken about that. How to calculate, which is the next slide I'm going to do, and risk versus returns. Okay, so a lot of people comes and tell me, Rachna, I don't want you to take a risk because it is money from PF and PPF or it's for a retirement. I agree, but you should know that if somebody has to understand what is risk or no risk or low risk, the place which is no risk I can think of is tax-free bonds, the government tax-free bonds. And government tax-free bond is giving me only 4.4 or 4.5. If they are giving me 4.4 or 4.5 tax-free, how I will be able to sustain my overall level of inflation with that part of it? Okay, so we have to give a good combination of risk and returns, because we know that in a longer run, equity will give me around 10 to 12% plus. So we divide onto those parts to make sure anytime we are above inflation post-tax. That is the most important part, what we are looking at. So this, I don't know this time anybody has read it or not, his EGM, and somebody asked him in interview this time, what made you think that you are more successful? Okay, of course, I will read this first and then I will tell his story about what he says. Discipline is the success. Investing takes time. Discipline is like a patience. I do agree. No matter how great the talent and the effort, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month getting 9 women pregnant, correct? So similarly, the investment when I'm doing a creation of a corpus for a retirement, I must have it for around 15 to 20 years, which is going to go that. You have to realize most of the people I'm talking about, my experience within Right Horizons and speaking, 35 they start and they wanted to stop at 50. So you think they have only 15 years for an investment. But on an average, 50 to 85 means 35 years they have to get that money. So you can think of my investment time is 15 years and my taking time is 35 years, more than double. So how much you need to invest? And that 35 to 50, I may have a kid's education, I may have vacation, I may have many more goals. So it is much, much more important to not only to have a discipline, but always try to do it early as possible. This is the second thing which all of us knows. We have to be grateful that someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree long time ago. Okay. It's not that instant we get it. Nothing is instant. I got 2 days back a message, okay, and saying that maybe it's a mass message or whatever. It says that, okay, you can work from home and earn 1 lakh a day. And what do you think? I must have done it. I just called that person and I asked him what you are working for. And he says, ma'am, my salary is 20,000. Then I said, why don't you do that what you're talking about others? Because these kind of things, if somebody's telling me, okay, you invest, I will give you 20 to 25% returns, I said, I'll be happy to have a tea with you and you can go forward. Anything which is too lucrative, too shining, it doesn't work. Short term, it works, the long term, it doesn't work. And that's one of the reason I personally always don't take a people. I still remember the person that time. I don't know, all of you remember, MCX was giving a 16% return every 45 days. And that guy told me, Rachna, you are not even giving 14% in a year. You are expecting. They are giving me around 16% in 45 days. I said, wow, that's great. You go ahead. And MCX was the one place where 6,000 crore scam happened and everybody got zero money. Okay. And that customer is with me now. He said, I am so sorry I didn't take you that time. And that so many times I have seen people say, Rachna, they're giving me money for this much of returns. And I said, please go ahead. I am not against anybody not to do this. Maybe that's the best thing, but I don't look it in a short term. And that another person also told me, Rachna, he gave me the interest around 20%, but now he's not giving me my principal. And this is very latest I'm talking about, within 2 years. Because so many people have started doing a trading and then been doing, and then they realize their principal is gone. So we also need to understand there's a difference in greed and the fear. You have to realize that what is a good point between greed and fear. So let me have a small part which I wanted to force you to see, not to delay when you invest.
Napoleon, a French emperor who conquered much of Europe in the early 19th century. One mistake that cost Napoleon Bonaparte in loss during the Battle of Waterloo was to delay the attack. The night before the battle, there was a rain, and his cavalry and infantry were tired. Napoleon was in dilemma whether to attack or to wait for 1 day. His delay in attacking made Persian army to reach the battleground to help Wellington of Waterloo to win the war against Napoleon. If Napoleon Bonaparte had marched and attacked earlier in the morning, the Persian army would not have reached there at the battleground on time, and he would have won. Similarly, delays in putting your money to work through investments can eventually end up costing you a lot. We often tend to delay investing with very nice excuses. But have you ever thought, how much would it cost you? Let's find out. By starting an SIP of Rs 5,000 at the age of 25 for retirement can help you to create the wealth of Rs 2.81 crore at the age of 55 when you retire. But if you delay in decision of starting an SIP by 6 months only, you would create the wealth of Rs 2.62 crore. Just 6 months delay in starting an SIP can cost you 19 lakh rupees loss. To save yourself from the cost of delay, start investing now. Mutual fund invest.
So please tell me if you can see my Excel.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what has happened to one of the person, as I told you. No, normally I take my own retirement example. Yes, Prakash, you can. You have raised it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. The thing here is I'm still kind of stuck at that 6%. Sorry about that. That 6% you mentioned, does it account for inflation, or are you not accounting that? That was one question I had.
Yes, 6%. I'll just tell you, there are two things when we do the inflation. I'm just going to show you now how it works. Okay. One is your inflation and one is for your returns. So normally we try to do it that returns should be higher than the inflation. And that's where we call an RRR, real rate of returns. So we play around with an RRR. So if inflation goes down, your returns also goes down that much. So most of the time there is a formula called, normally I'm saying if I'm taking a returns at 8% and inflation at 6%. So the formula says that 8 minus 6. This is as per CFP I'm talking about. Otherwise, you can do simple math of 8 minus 6. 1 plus 6%, which is 1.888. So if you see here, you will find as real rate of return is normally 1.888. So I'm just going to show how I have derived this, I can say corpus with this number, okay? So the person here whom I spoke, as I told you, she was, I can say, she is not working, but she has been well educated and wanted to take care of the kids and a family. So that's another thing she taught me, that Rachna, I know it was very sudden. It was a heart attack of my husband, and thank God he has done a good term cover, and that's what we were able to survive. So she wanted to take a 1 lakh a month. I'm taking, let us say, inflation at 6 or 7, age is 42, starting at 43. So how this has been come 3.7, I mean, she requires a money as on today, 3.8 crores to make sure she get 1 lakh monthly equivalent till 85 years of hers. Okay. So how this formula has driven. If you notice, I have written 1.88. 1.88 is a real rate of return, what I have just shows you. If I have taken returns at 8% after the retirement time, for her it is immediate. And till retirement, we will take a higher risk, okay? But after creating the corpus, we will be taking across 1.8 divided by 12 monthly are required. I have taken 85. A longevity, we have to make sure what you want. So because she is going through the emotional part, so she was not sure she wanted till 60 or 70, but I said no, on an average, we will take till 85. 85 minus current years, 42, and into 12 because she needs 242. And how much she needs is the 1 lakh. So this total requirement is coming 3.7 or 3.8 crore. So what it required, if she is having a 3.8 crore, we will divide this corpus into 3 different parts, which is debt, equity, and balance fund, making sure that she is indirectly getting at least 8% returns. So why we do debt? As you have noticed in the video, we will do SWP. SWP is like a systematic withdrawal plans. Every month on the same date, it will come back to your bank. And balance fund after 3.5 years, they will start giving me 8 to 9%. And equity after 8 years, it will start giving me 10 to 12% plus. So that if I do averaging of all, will be taking care. So this Excel, I will try to send it across. There's nothing major about it. I will try to send it across when we are doing the video, sending back to you. So you can try to do it. Of course, in this, when we do a detailed planning, we will take care. When you are a part of working, you have PF, PPF contribution will continue. You will be having a past return, that also we need to manage, and then say that how much required as on today value or how much monthly you require to make sure. That is the one thing we have to think about when you are calculating your retirement corpus. Can you see my presentation now?
Yes, ma'am.
So important of asset allocation is very, very important, because if I just go with low risk, I'm not going to get more than 6%. Okay. What is happening now? You can say like RBI bonds, which is at 7.15%. You can think of any of the different, I can say, perpetual bonds or bonds. The things which is going good as on today is tax-free returns on regular pension plans. That's the one thing which is going very good at 6.33. You have one-time investment on deferred pension. So they don't call a word pension. If you've realized it, pension plans are taxable. So they call as a regular payouts. Okay. So they call as a regular payouts, which is again coming at 5.4% tax free, which is very important. So what we should realize it, if I need money 1 lakh, for example, so my 65% should come from the wealth side. 35% should come from the secured side. That's very important when we are doing an asset allocation. If somebody comes to us, so I'm assuming next session, I'm going to do it again on how we deploy the corpus after we receive. Like if, for example, for that personal person, she's giving me 3 to 4 crore, and out of 4 crore, how I'm going to deploy and making sure that she will get the money till 85. That is what importance in our asset allocation. The asset allocation always start at the first level is a debt and equity. Then ratio goes to debt equity balance. Then it goes back to the debt equity balance. What are the different funds and the risk level we are going to talk about. Most of the time, whenever we are looking how to take a tax optimization, how to make sure that every moment, next 3 to 4 years, it's nowhere related to the market. We have to make sure that we balancing every 3 to 5 years, that your equity debt ratios are been going very high. Yeah, Sanket, I'll just get back to you after this slides. So this slide is very important for me to explain you, not only for retirement, for any time, whenever you are looking for a risk is linked to your fixed income or non-fixed income. So anyone who is thinking about a fixed income or no risk, I just made it a plan for one other person. She got a PF around 1 CR. Rachna, I don't want it. I call those as a capital protection funds. And capital protection funds are what it's like this, which talks about fixed deposit. You have post office, you have PF, PPF bonds, you have a single premiums, annuity plans, deferred annuity plans, or a regular premiums, because if you have a time zone. Those are the one which will be giving you the difference in fixed and non-fixed is fixed fund will tell you in the time of investment how much interest you are going to get. Please make sure without fail, it is taxable or not taxable is very important. Most of the people don't ask this question. And whenever I have been doing this, when they are taxable, you will surprised to know you may be getting as a saving banks account only. Because an FD and other things are 30%, because all of us are getting 1 lakh or 1.5 lakh monthly. And when you need that much of money and keeping in an FDs, you are already in 20 to 30% tax bracket. So I'm not saying that you should do or not do. I always tell person that you should invest where your heart says more than your mind. Because people believe, even I can show you the Excels and all, but investment is an emotion game. It's not the Excel game. Excel is just revalidating me. So make sure you understand the product, you feel comfortable, and then you do. I personally don't like people coming me and telling me, Rachna, somebody missold me. Rachna, they did that. It's me or not me, I don't know. But I always say, you have the power of Google. Why you didn't do that once? I agree, but maybe what he is trying to explain was a different what you understood. So it is okay to not to buy if you're not agreeing with, but please make sure you understand and then you invest. That's very, very basic, fundamental. I tell so many customers, if they don't understand, I said, I will not sell you that. I wanted you to buy only when you think it is very, very easy and you can understand that, because it takes my pressure off more than that person's pressure, because otherwise I'll be always having a guilty that, okay, my God, he didn't understand. And if something goes wrong, what will happen? Because we have to understand there is nothing called no risk. Debt fund also had a problem. Last 1 year, you must have seen that still, like last week itself, Franklin Templeton is trying to release it. The cash flow was not enough to release, and the 6 funds have to frozen. And that's the first time happened in the history of debt funds, which never knew about it. So that's the reason we have to take care of it. So what are the things we have to realize? Fixed returns are very low. They are between around 4, if it is a tax free, it's at 4.5 onwards till 6 and 7%. Okay. Non-tax free returns are which goes as the risk goes higher. So what are the things comes under non-fixed? Non-fixed is returns is calculated when you sell. They never tell it in advance. It can be ULIP or a real estate or your gold, or you can say about your shares. When you're buying, you don't know how much you're going to get. But when you're selling, you came to know. So that's a reason it is not fixed. Okay. So in these things, it will do good. Data proves that, the you can say any charts, everything proves that. But you have to think of long term. Long is not, I was talking to my daughter, she's a teenager, and she was telling short term is maybe 3 days, 5 days, or 1 month, and long for them is 1 year plus. And I was telling, no way. For us, it's not the same way it works. For me, short term is less than 3 years. Mid is 3 and 8 or 3 and 7 plus, and 8 plus is a long. That's the way we think about long, short, and mid. The reason for this is because associated product goes along. Okay. Yeah, Sanket, you have a question? Your hand is raised, Sanket?
No, ma'am. Extremely sorry.
Okay. So this is the cost of delay. I have already done it, so I will just go back and I'll just try to say what are the equity asset allocations, what we have it around the low, medium, and high. Low, as I told you previously, it is not no. There's a difference in no and low. No means is only tax-free government bonds, where you are almost like a no risk. But all others also have. So like if you remember, this was the best thing happened on, actually it was not a joke, but it became a joke on me. On 31st of March, the government has said that all the small saving schemes interest has fallen down, including PPF. Okay. Because it is come as a government, it has come from the SEBI for us. So most of the time, not SEBI, it is from RBI or somebody has sent it that letter. So I just forwarded that. These are the things. And the next day was election day actually. And then they realized, of course, so many came, and then they said, okay, we are withdrawing it and all this stuff. And then somebody called me and they said, Rachna, you have started playing an April Fool to me. And I was thinking, I never realized where is April Fool here. And actually says, no, government has withdrawn it. So I said, oh, I didn't realize that government has realized there is elections going on. They cannot have such a negative news. But it was not actually joke. So I was keep telling the people, we don't know, it may be interim they have done and by mistake they withdrawn it. But it is not so far when these schemes will really come down. So they have told that PPF is going to be 6.4, and I'm sure within 1 or 2 quarters you will have those things. So because it is subsidized, the reason is they're trying to reduce the subsidy, and which is a concept by itself that if somebody has to increase the salary of somebody, so you decrease your expense, and one of the expense for government is subsidy. Okay. So most of the time we have to realize it. that low are normally going to give you around 6 to 7% return, not more than that at all. Fixed income and debt funds. Nowadays, debt funds are also on par because SEBI has become very, very strict with the all the debt funds. They have to have a liquidity quite high. Your cash flow should be very good, especially after Franklin Templeton. So most of the time now, debt funds are also going to give around 5 to 6.5 maximum, not more than that. Gold ETFs has been doing good, which is around medium term. There's a new thing has come. It's called hybrid funds. We call dynamic hybrid funds. Very good because within that itself is taking care of debt and equity ratios, and it works very well as per the market. And equity, as I told you, it has been nowadays people have been doing through mutual funds, through PMS, through AIF, which is AIF is a higher one with the 1 crore. A lot more people started going with private equity, which is not listed also. Okay, so these are the things which is been doing. I have already mentioned what all are the low risk funds. These funds takes care of overall level. Last 2 years, insurance has been doing very good because they are the post-tax, they are giving 6.5%. So I think so. Not only me, so I have been telling everybody, if you want to create a good corpus for you to have a tax-free funds, very good to have a guaranteed payout funds. PF, PPF, taking care of MIS, senior citizens is another one. Bharat bond has keep coming and going. So you have a corporate bond, but make sure you should do a long-term returns when you're working. Take a risk. These things we use only when we created a corpus and then go to the low risk funds. So this funds we used only when we make sure that the corpus is already created, go into lower risk part of it, okay? So why you're choosing without fail, I have been telling this, make sure they are post-tax, good combination of equity and fixed. Risk is you have to decide yourself. If somebody is telling that I don't want a risk, but I want a 12% return, it means that that person doesn't understand the risk. I have another customer, 3 years back, and he came to me and he says, Rachna, I wanted to buy PMS. And being myself, we ourselves have a PMS ourselves, and I told, I don't like to give you the only one single product, even though it's my product, it may work, may not work. So it's better to have a multiple product. He says, no, I just wanted a PMS. And then he says, okay, I'll do the research myself, and I do. So being a wealth manager, we have not only our PMS, for other PMS also as a distributor. So I told him, he says, Rachna, I wanted to go to Motilal. I said, okay, fine, why not? But I said, so the difference is you are taking a risk because I don't agree at that time to enter in a mid and small cap. He says, no, I have done my research enough. I wanted to do it. I said, perfectly fine. And till last week, he himself, and I'm still telling him not to redeem, but sometimes, and you won't believe, if any of my customers go against my thoughts, it's not that I'm always right. But I normally write a mail that you are taking a decision and responsible of yourself. And this time again, he doing the same thing because he invested, he went in a minus 45% on principal off. And till last week, even after mid and small cap has done so well, still he was at 22% minus. So sometimes we get so carried away with the past returns, and we never remember there's a line written that past return is not for the future. We never drive the car with a rear mirror. Please try to understand, all of us drive the car or scooter or whatever. We drive with a front. We don't see the rear mirror always when we are driving. We have been written a caution that past return is not the same. And he withdrew again on the loss, and I told him not to do. And he says, no, I will go what you say. And I said, no, I want you to continue in the mid and small for some more time. But he is not. But that's one thing I always want to understand. People like to think they know the risk, but the part is I always feel sad that actually they are not able to take the risk. The able to take risk, I always say, is when your heart beat doesn't skip. That's a risk you can think of. Keep my 10% of my principal goes, is it okay or not? If my 20% of my principal goes, it's okay or not? because it may come back. You need a time. Please try to understand the risk perspective. That's very important, because as a advisor, we will just take a signature and we may be okay, but for you, it makes a lot of difference. Make sure your funds are liquid versus fixed. I have so many people, maybe their net worth is more than 1,000 crore also. But when they come back, this is Rachna, I don't have a 10 lakhs. And which is makes me to think so much that a person who's having so much of net worth doesn't have 10 lakhs. How it's possible? Because maybe at least I'm not from business class, my dad is in army and Anil is also from the service class. We never feel that we had so much of a fixed asset and fixed asset and fixed assets. And they have so much of fixed asset, but there's no liquidity. Very, very important. Please make sure your net worth 40 to 50%, you should have a liquidity. You should be able to do what you like to do. You should know it's a regular versus thing and what is the duration of fund. Another person told me, Rachna, I wanted a regular plan, but I don't want annuity plan. I said, why? It's giving you good return. Why don't you? She says, no, because it's called ROP, return of premium, will go to the nominee. I should have a full flexibility to take my full pension plan if I want it to be. So be very clear. What is the duration of funds and can I remove if I want to? What is a percentage I can have a lock-in versus a not lock-in? With this, I actually close this session and I open all of you for any questions. I'll be happy to have question answers or answer even in one-to-one, whatever level. I can tell you that I love these sessions because I wanted you all to start thinking. That's more important. Right Horizons is 17 years old. A wealth advisory firm, we try to make people achieve guiding their goals. So our tagline itself says guiding you to achieve your goals. And that's where our purpose is all about. So I'm happy to take any questions, please.
Ma'am, before we proceed, I just want to tell everyone that due to some glitch in the link, most of your names are appearing as Shakul Gupta. So I would request everyone to change their name and rename it right now, so it will be easier for us to address you all and answer your queries. So sorry for the inconvenience.
Rajshekhar has written, what is your view on investment on cryptocurrency? This question I've been getting at least last 10 times or 20 times, I don't know, of my friends and family and the things. Sometimes we do have made mistakes in past, and I always believe what I'm telling you, I also do the same thing in as an RH level also. What I don't understand, I don't go for investment. We don't know how much cryptocurrencies things are going on. We don't know the bubble part of it. We don't know what is the base concept of it. And even it's illegal, but we are able to take from another websites and all. As a customers, we have not been recommending, we have not purchased for ourselves also. So in Right Horizons, normally what we do it, if we likes, we do purchase in our own personal portfolio first before we recommend to others, because that shows our conviction level should be good. So as on today, we are not recommending any cryptocurrencies. Which investment plan is good, keeping in mind job loss, crunch in economy, which market link funds are good? Of course, this is the part of a financial planning. We always say that it's not that our few of the customer has not lost the job in the last 1.5 years. They have, and we were able to make sure that they get the money as on first how they used to get the salaries. And we were good enough, and more than that, they were able to make a good corpus. So most of the time, taking care of emergency like a job loss, taking care. That's another thing I forgot to ask. I should ask my customers also. Somebody told me because of last 1 year working from home, 26% of the household income has been saved. So if you are able to save 26% of extra money, where you're saving? That's the one question you need to ask. Am I saving or not? Because we don't know about rainy days and how our parents and everybody used to take care of our rainy days quite well. Whenever I always believe you, it's very good. This next decade is going to be for India multi-bull run. But again, the question is the same. Make sure you invest thinking of 6 to 7 years plus, not to invest until you have a good corpus for your emergency. It means that 3 to 6 months of your salary. Second, basic part of a financial is to take a risk management, good health cover, good term cover. Then you do the investment. These 3 points, please make sure you do it before you take it. So I'll take the Dr. Amey, please share your thoughts on ETF. I'm not sure who is Dr. Amey here. And
Yeah, hi Rachana. My name is Dr. Amey. I just want
yeah,
I was interested in knowing your thoughts on the ETF Exchange Traded Fund. I have been into it for many months, and I'm finding it very interesting and a lucrative option. So, from an expert point of view, I would like to hear your thoughts on that.
yeah. So normally ETFs are always good if you are happy with that index returns on a longer run. Okay. Because you cannot vary your like a profit booking, you cannot do active trading. So if you see most of the time, ETFs, we in India, the trends are normally after the US trend, it comes to us. In US and abroad, people prefer the ETFs more. And I'm sure slowly, people have started looking for an ETF. Even recently for our customers, we have started doing an ETF for foreign currencies like a NASDAQ funds and other funds, even for the large cap funds. So it is good to have the ETFs if you work and believe it in a passive funds. Okay. So there's a difference between passive funds and an active funds. In active fund, for example, like for our customers, now we have started moving last 1.5 years back to the mid and small cap. Okay. And then we got a good returns. But if you have an ETF, you cannot do that part of it. But yes, it is good to have some part as an ETF. So,
Hello,
yeah, please tell me, Shakur.
my name is Chaitanya.
Yeah, Chaitanya, sorry.
Okay, so, I need one solution. Like I need some advice. Is
Yeah.
it Jeevan Umang and Jeevan Shanti in LIC is good?
Yeah.
I heard from so many trainers. Since I being the LIC agent.
Okay.
I'm taking it. I'm taking a training from various leaders that Jeevan, we need to switch from PPF to Jeevan Shanti, PPF to Jeevan Uman to create our own fund. Is it correct? I mean, is it?
If you ask me, I will not say yes, even though I am a IRDA broker, so I do have LIC license also.
Okay.
So we do have, as IDA composite license, you must be knowing that we can do full 48 companies insurance. I believe what his concept is right or not. It's a Jeevan Shanti is a pension plan. It's a deferred pension plan. It is a taxable. Okay, so somebody called me. I still remember that person. I don't want to name it. And that person told me, Rachna, you says it is not possible. I'm Jeevan Shanti is giving me 8.5% and 12% returns, which is 5 years deferred and 10 years deferred. And I said, how it's possible somebody can give a guaranteed of 8 to 10, 12% returns? So maybe as an analytical person myself itself, I said, okay, can you give me the illustration? Okay. And it's a single premium deferred payout. So when you do XIRR, it is 5.4, if I'm not wrong. So what happens? 5.4, I'm getting a taxable return. But the money has been told. I'm not saying they are truth or lies or not told lies. It is half lies, according to me, if it is not full truth. Somebody is telling 8% returns, perfectly fine, because after 6th year, you're getting 8%. But you are not saying that first 5 years, who is going to calculate the returns, XIRR, and it is taxable. So if I'm giving you a 5.4% taxable returns, indirectly I'm at the same in every level. Only thing is here I am fixed at 5.4 till 99. But actually, otherwise, I'm still at 3.9% returns on a tax free. Okay. So my concept is always the same. It's not LIC. I'm not against LIC. I do have so many LIC personally also. I always believe, make sure post-tax should or must be at least greater than your basic FDs plus. So if you're getting a 5.5% and 6% post-tax, it means that you're beating the inflation. As long as your post-tax is beating the inflation in the longest time, that fund without any brand, I don't know whoever it is good. That's it. Am I answered your question?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
How about Jeevan Umang, madam?
I'll just get back to you because I have not done the XIRR for that. Somehow, I'm the one person, even insurance I sell by XIRR. Not people tease me. They said, Rachna, insurance is for the risk and the sum assured. And I said no, because most of the time in LIC, people always give a returns with the sum assured, 8% of the sum assured. But normally you should give, at least I give a returns on the premium because the customer is paying the premium. So I prefer to have a Excel. If you want, you write a name, email to me. I will try to do XIRR and give it to you, the details. I have any other questions left, Nadisha?
Someone is asking about PMS.
Yeah, can you ask an email? I will give you the details.
Yeah, done.
Most of the time, the PMS is like a portfolio management services. It's the same as I can say is a mutual fund. The difference between mutual fund and PMS is PMS required minimum 50 lakhs, and for a mutual fund, you can start with 500 bucks. But when you have a lump sum, you should go through the PMS. When you're creating an SIP and corpus, you should go through the mutual fund. That's the way I do the asset allocation on the equity side. We don't do any direct equity on the daily trade or anything because we believe that we look for the long term. Can you look two-term plan for the same plan and valid if one will be? Akash, can you just explain me this question? I'm not able to understand. Yeah, we will send it a video of this PPT. You will be able to get it across. NPS is always good because it is giving you the additional tax benefit over and above ATC. So indirectly, minimum you should do 50,000. And if your corporate is linked to NPS, please do 10% of the basic also.
Hi Rachna, this is Govinda here. I asked a question on tips. Do we have any such things for Indian markets? Treasury, inflation, protected security kind of concept?
We never give the tips. I'm sorry. We don't give the tips actually. I'll take your questions on to Rajesh, which says the direct versus regular. I believe that things has changed, and see, I don't know about others, but Right Horizon on a wealth management firm, we believe on an average we get a 1% as either through fees or a brokerage. Okay, that's a 1% is the revenue model normally works. So similarly, if somebody is in a regular fund, we may be getting around 0.8, 0.9 as a brokerage. But if it is a fees, it is like a 1%. So what happens from the customer perspective? The money is the same for you. The difference is because when you're at regular, your returns are 0.8 or 1% lesser. And when you are a direct, your 1%, your NAVs are higher. So you are giving a 1% even as absolute fees, you're still on the positive side because compounding effect is giving you better returns. So I will feel going into the direct funds and paying the fees directly to the wealth advisor is a better option. But what another change I have seen because is a lot more people start doing do it yourself and they go into the direct and not able to track those. They have come back and then they says, no, Rachna, I wanted to do it because it is like I keep telling people we are the financial doctors for the people. Because it's like that when you have a normal cold cough fever, including us, we'll say, okay, do gargling, you do haldi milk and do steaming. after fourth or third day, when it doesn't go good, then we said, okay, let us go to the doctor and then we will think about it. So similarly for us also, most of the people, they do investment themselves first few times with knowing their friends, family and others. When they find little difficult, then only they come back to us. So that's where our knowledge and thinking comes, because for us, this is full-time job to go and understand underlying things. And I can say that maybe you are going 10 to 15 times percent wrong. We may be going 5 to 10%. It means much lesser places, but we also make mistakes sometimes. So it is always a comparative. Somebody has come back to me and they says, Rachna, my mistakes, a small mistake is taking in a lakhs now, so I want you to do it. Till now I was managing because the mistakes I was doing in a thousands. Now my small mistakes are taking me into lakhs. So that's the reason I want you to pay you the fees and make sure that you are in. So that's the difference keeps coming. And that's where the direct plans are still better as long as you are able to pay or you're able to monitor yourself. I'm not able to see any more questions. So I think so I'll just try to close this session. Thanks a lot for joining us and making sure that I hope you learned and enjoy something. Please feel free to give us feedback, because your feedback make us keep coming every week on week, doing our work and keep teaching you to help you to achieve your goals. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and enjoy and spread happiness. Thank you.